Well, hey there, and welcome back for another Secondhand Opinions video. I'm Jason Alderman, the internet's favorite fat mouth, fat ass, bringing you fat stacks of interesting thoughts today. Because I can't claim any of this as facts. I mean, the first thing I want to say is I don't know shit about shit. But I want to talk a little bit about what's been going on recently. Everybody's at least got on the back of their mind this new sickness. So, I want to wander into imaginary spaces and what ifs. And you take from these things what you will. So far, from what I've been understanding, that there have been no reported cases of any infanticide from the sickness. No 0 to 9-year-old death. That's a thought. Just an interesting notion in and of itself. That's a really, really nice sickness that lets you not worry about your newborn infants and your new children's. Mother Nature is not often as forgiving. Not usually so kind and considerate. There have been, however, quite a number of reported cases of individuals in various government positions, not in our government necessarily yet, that have been reported to have died from the illness. I'm not going to complain, but if the sickness is actually going to pick and choose and it's going to skip children because children are innocent and go after those who are likely corrupt. Oh, you know what? I'm kind of okay that Mother Nature has taken this interesting course. I'm not a politician, so not a lot to worry about. I will say that a few weeks ago I mentioned that I thought Epstein's situation was going to be more prevalent. Now, we saw somebody shoot themselves in the chest near their car on some road somewhere. I forget, some politician, somebody in our government committed suicide. So that disappeared in the wake of this new event that has everyone's attention. That's another thing to think about. What else has a large propensity of the population just thrown away mentally since this new focus? Don't forget what's happened over the last 3 years, folks. From the inception right up to Nancy Pelosi shredding a speech on TV. It's been nonstop 3 years of bullshit. So take that for what you think it's worth. I'm not saying there's no sickness. Who knows? I'm not saying that you shouldn't at least be precautionary for your own safety. That's not what I'm saying here. What I am trying to say is maybe we don't know what we don't know. And people are beating their own asses over fucking toilet paper. People, y'all have grandparents, right? Ask Grandma and Grandpa how they used to wipe their ass before toilet paper. Oh, there was a time. Yes, indeed. Boys and girls, there was a time. So there are alternatives. You do not need to be getting yourselves tased over shitter paper, people. Calm down. I don't think if this is real that it's that big a deal. It's not that important. It's not that serious. Okay? You're being led by the nose. You're being lied to. You're being shammed. You're being flim-flammed. You're being bamboozled. Quit fucking taking the bait over and over again, people. It's not... Again, I'm not saying there isn't a thing. And I'm not saying to not protect yourself. What I'm saying is I've heard it generally targets the elderly and those who already have concerns for their health now. If that's you, be good to you. It's me. I'm being good to me. So, you go ahead and take precautions and keep yourself safe, but don't freak out. Don't expect everybody nationwide to die. We're pretty resilient. This isn't that scary. Go ahead and get a little extra food supply and stuff. It's not a bad idea to get a jug of water for the house. But do you need to be beating each other up over Charmin? No, folks, I like my Cottonelle, but if I ran out of Cottonelle, you guess what I would be using? And if these all just decided to go up in a fire, I'm sure I can spare the leaves that grow when they're out there. There are these nice soft ones when you find them here in Oregon. They call them, woodsman's Charmin. I forget what they're called. It's a medicinal plant, if I remember right. It's actually a good herb to know about, but I've forgotten all about it. But it's good to wipe your ass with. And it just grows out there in the woods. Just out there, everywhere. So if you're lucky enough to find a nice tree, like an oak with nice broad leaves, you can use them too. But you don't need to be boxing each other up over your John Wayne toilet paper. Some of that stuff's rough and it's tough and it don't take shit off of nobody anyway, so. Alrighty guys, I just wanted to come at you and say, hey, don't panic, don't have a fit, don't freak out, don't be scared. This is not that big a deal. It really isn't. I'm in Oregon, they have cases in Washington, they say. Okay. Well, the cases in Washington are, for the most part, in an old folks' home. And it's unfortunate that they have to go through that, and I'm sure them and them family are scared. And I heard we had a loss of life, and that's unfortunate. It's nature, folks. It's the way it happens. I'm not trying to belittle it. I'm just saying we all need to prepare in our own ways for the things that may or may not be inevitable. And for the things that, are not a concern, don't worry about it. It's okay if you don't have 6 months toilet paper. You won't die. Alrighty, guys, let's all pretend like our opinions matter. Leave that shit in the comments below.